From Studio A in sunny Florida, welcome to Beauty and the Beach Radio, where it's all about who's beautifying Vero Beach. Today's show is brought to you by Dale Sorensen Real Estate. And here's your host and glamour girl, makeup artist, Cindy Getz.
Hey guys, happy holidays. It's Cindy, and I am so excited today because it is magical in this studio. You know, we just had Santa visiting, and you guys, I know you're decorating your trees right now, and we have the exclusive ornament that has been designed for this year from the Garden Club. We have it on the show. It's a big deal, you guys. We're going to be talking about it. We're meeting with the designer, and so if you have that one little spot left on your tree and you need that perfect ornament, we have it for you. So stay with us. All right, so you guys, first of all, she is my friend. I've gotten to know her over the years, and I adore her. She truly lights up a room like an ornament. I kid you not. She is, she's married to a great guy. They are co-owners of a gym here in town, Lift Fitness, and she has the mother of two Great Danes that are adorable, and the creator and designer of this year's Christmas ornament with the Garden Club. Please welcome back to Beauty and the Beach Radio, Bonnie Feaster.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. So my first question to you, and I bet you people are wondering this. Okay, so you are wife. Okay, you are an entrepreneur. Okay, you're in a band. Okay, so Garden Club. You are now a committee member of the Garden Club. Why? How do you have the time? Talk to me. Where did this come from?
That's what my husband says. Yeah. He's like, I didn't know I married a Garden Club girl, you know?
Seriously, like, talk to me. For those that are like, how did she fit one more thing in her garden pot? How did you do it?
It's funny because, you know, one of the things that was surprising to me, I was just showing up to one of the Garden Club meetings with one of Steve's clients who invited me. Aww. And my first visit there, you know, learning about it and kind of being a fly on the wall, and it just seemed so fun, and the ladies were so sweet, and they were like, well, are you going to join? I was like, I never even thought about joining. And then what are the requirements? You know, what's entailed, you know? And they only meet once a month, and they meet only 9 months out of the year, so the summer's off. It's not really taxing. Yeah. The requirements and even the financial membership is so manageable and easy, and I've learned so much since I started. But for me, gardening is just a way to get away from technology, and you know, I've enjoyed propagating and learning. I've learned so much since I joined, and it's an opportunity for me to learn how to beautify Vero and learn more about Vero, which I've learned so much since I joined, just about the community.
So for those, Bonnie, that are not familiar with the Garden Club of Indian River County, it was established, you guys, it's been around. It was established in 1928. It encourages, as Bonnie said, county beautification with education in gardening, floral design, horticulture, botany, landscape design, protection of native plants, and conservation of natural resources. And it's right downtown. Is that right? The little building that you guys meet at?
Yeah, it's right nearby the what is the place where you get all your licenses and stuff, and the theater guild.
Yes,
and that, you know,
yes,
that
in that
area.
Mm-hmm. So here you are now, a committee member, but not only that, you've now evolved into ornament designer.
That was by accident.
So before we reveal that, which we do have on display, but before we reveal this year's 2022 design, how did this process happen? How did you stumble into, oh my gosh, you know, tell me the process of designing Vero Beach's next ornament.
Well, I didn't sign up for that. I didn't, not that I wouldn't have if I had the option. It evolved. It was one of those things where last year I did the flower show, and I submitted some photos for the flower show. And so the ladies were like, well, you're artistic, you know, and we should have you on the ornament committee next year. So I said, sure, you know, I do love art. And as we gathered together and discussed what the ornament theme would be, because every year it's something that's special to Vero Beach and unique to Vero Beach, a time for us to honor something, whether it's something or a place. or a business. You know, normally it has some kind of history.
Some iconic representation.
And so once they decided what that was going to be, then we were submitting all these pictures of, you know, snapshots of things that we could put together. And I was like, how are we going to tell some ornament maker how to make this? And I just started sketching on my iPad. So it was one of those things where it was just almost easier for me to draw it out and say, this is kind of what I'm looking at. What do you think, ladies? You know, and then before you know it, I was just like, I just kept on drawing.
Oh my gosh. So before we actually reveal your inspiration, so for those that are not familiar, it is truly wonderful and amazing. And Cindy on the soundboard said she's got a lot of the ornaments. This actually is the 31st ornament. So I know I have the one, there was one year it was a Piper ornament because my dad and my nephew love flying. So I got the Piper ornament. The very first ornament, I believe, oh my gosh, I wrote it down. Hold on. It was the Garden Club. No, I'm sorry. Hold on, you guys. 1992 was the Vero Beach Railroad Station, which is right there on 14th. So that was the 1992 ornament, and the 2021, before we reveal this year's, was the Garden Club.
Yes.
So, but there's been so many more. Are there any that you would like to mention? I mean, it's all these iconic places, the railroad. Of course, Merrill Barber, you took that photo, and Cindy, if we could show that, I just love this one.
So Nancy took I think Nancy took the photo, which is the chairperson. She's the head over the whole ornament committee.
Okay, got it.
And they were at the Vero Beach downtown. We had a booth.
Okay.
And she snapped this awesome picture. I just love it. Look at her.
So who is this and what is this ornament?
She is the granddaughter of
Merrill P. Barber.
Yep, yes.
Okay.
So this is super special for her.
And that was 1994's ornament.
Is that right?
Yeah. So it was one of the earliest ones.
I'm still learning myself. So I was like, please don't quiz me. I've only been a garden clubber for a year.
But that just shows you all the iconic and how cool the granddaughter of Merrill P. Barber is buying one of the ornaments that is Merrill P. Barber's bridge. So
special.
So special. So you, this year, 2022's ornament encompasses an event that happens through the Garden Club every year, and it draws thousands. I think I read like 20,000 people attend this event.
Huge event.
One of the biggest, apparently one of the biggest family-friendly events in Florida. Happens right here in Vero Beach at Riverside. Tell us about this event and the inspiration behind the ornament.
So yes, it's, normally the ornament has been all over the county. It's not just been a garden club thing.
Right.
And last year was the final year of the prior artist doing the final rendering, and we ended with the garden club.
Okay.
So now
cool.
Coming in and having a new committee and not really having a true artist, we felt it was appropriate because this year, 2022 is the 20th anniversary of Garden Fest, which is this event you're talking about, which brings out so many people, and there's education, plants, and all kinds of things. And if anybody's ever gone, they'll recognize that white trellis that you walk through.
Yes.
So when you're looking at the ornament, you see the trellis, you see shoppers coming with their plants coming in and out. A lot of times they've got wheelbarrows that they'll bring, or red wagons that they'll bring all their stuff so that they can pile up goodies.
Yes.
And there's just all kinds of services being represented. Plants, education, community. I mean, just as a really neat event for anybody that loves plants, flowers, and landscaping and that kind of thing.
And I see on the ornament, if we could show that picture again, you have on there a 20th anniversary.
It's the 20th anniversary this year.
So I love that. I love that. And it's there's so many beautiful colors in this ornament, Bonnie. You really brought in all the prettiness of the flowers. You've got the fuchsia, you've got white, you've got coral, and you've got the greenery of the plants. And you've got a couple that are holding hands, walking as they are kind of shopping for plants. It's really special.
Oh, thank you. There's also from what I understand, because like I said, I'm new to this, they have the banana leaves, those big banana plants on the sides of the trellis. And bougainvillea, those are kind of two of the ones that are always around the front entranceway. So we tried to tie in some of our, one of the little flowers is hibiscus, and we try to tie in some of the stuff that's just straight, that we all in Vero would think about. But it definitely is. We took those from pictures, the ideas from pictures of each event. So it's not, it's all stuff that people will recognize if they've ever been to an event like that. And I can't help but think I'm already excited about, like, can we meet with the Ornament Committee now? Because I can't wait to see what's next. Because obviously next is going to be something totally different.
Oh, gosh.
And that's kind of the excitement we unveil every year.
Yes.
Like, you were the first person I think that you even saw our ornament before everybody did.
Just like, you can't show anybody. I'm like, okay, I got it. Well, we've gotten people excited about this, Bonnie. They want their ornament. How much is it, and where can they find it?
So it's $25, and they are all over the place. We have got, they've got the vendor list. And also, if you go to Garden Club of IRC.org, you can click on the ornaments, and there's a link that says places to purchase, and you can see all of the list of vendors and accompanied with their phone number, their address, and their websites. And there's so many wonderful places. Seahorse is one of our newer ones. C.W. Willis is one of our new vendors, but we have people like Quizino Jewelers out by what is the name of the plaza where Publix is, and 58th and
Ryanwood.
Ryanwood.
Mm-hmm.
They've been selling the ornaments for years. Lorenzo's has been selling the ornaments of hair shop, and so there's a nice variety of all around town. They have them at the Heritage Center, Environmental Learning Center, McKee Garden. So we've got some of those key places, but we're in a lot of jewelry stores and shops and stuff like that. So there's definitely a great way to come in, especially this time of year. You might want to pick up a few things or some gift certificates for friends for Christmas and the ornament.
Absolutely. So again, if you don't hear a place that's close to you, you can go to Garden Club of IRC.org and find the places. But I will tell you just a few, just because I wanted to jot them down. No certain order and no certain importance. They were just the first ones on the list. Corey's Pharmacy.
Yes.
On Ocean Drive. Is it Quizino Jewelers?
Yes, that's the one that's in Ryanwood Plaza.
That's what you mentioned. Sorry. You mentioned C.W. Willis Family Farms, Dermatherapy, John Michael Matthews.
Yes,
we love him.
yeah.
He's been on the show a lot.
He designed my wedding ring.
So he's, and as I know, he has ornaments also from the past. Do you know how that works? Like, if somebody said, 2 years ago you had I want it. How does that work now that people are going to catch on?
Yeah, I tell you, it's one of those things where normally we sell out.
Yeah.
So it's hard to, like, I would say call the Garden Club. I would ask to call the Garden Club. Sometimes we have some. Sometimes we know someone that might be selling their collection. Like we had someone that did that this year. Yeah, I would say if you have a prior ornament, you can, when you go to the website, there's a page of a gallery of all the ornaments.
Yes.
So you can, if you want to look and see if there's any ornament that is special to you, you can always call the Garden Club and just to see if there's anybody that would be willing to give up one, or if we have any in stock, because you're right, some of the people do keep them.
You know, Bonnie, and it truly is such a special Christmas gift. If there's someone in your life that is super fond of Vero, they live in Vero, they come here for 6 months, it is just a wonderful little iconic piece of our wonderful paradise. So for $25, it's a super special,
very special
gift,
and
in my opinion.
Totally. And for me, it's funny because I'm not from here. But just in the last year, I feel like I've learned more about Vero just from being in the Garden Club and being on these adventures and having the ability to even going into the stores to deliver, the ornaments or to, all that kind of stuff. I've learned so much. It's just that it's been very special. And I do see I'm the future older generation of Vero, and I feel like it's up to me to learn as much of history as possible so I can carry it on, But it's been it's such a neat gift, but it's also something I'm just like super excited to have on my own tree,
Absolutely.
Steve teases me all the time. He's like, nerd.
Okay, Steve.
because of my gardening. He teases me all the time. But he loves our yard and our garden.
So we're going to have to go to a station station break in a couple of minutes. Before we do, though, what have you learned? What little tricks or what little trades have you learned from the garden club that has changed your yard, your backyard, your when you shop for plants, or what? Like, tell me that process real fast.
Sure. Okay, I'll tell you one thing that was like a game changer for me. If anybody likes orchids, I don't know how many times I bought an orchid and it died. They don't put them in pots that have airflow.
Okay.
They have no drainage.
Oh.
And so no wonder all of my things have died.
Okay.
So when you buy an orchid, like
oopsies.
Yes, and you have this really cute little ceramic holder, it's probably going to die. So I learned how to transplant that. That was a big game changer.
Okay.
I'll tell you more later if we have this moment. I have other tips.
I love it.
I've learned a lot.
So it sounds like you're going to stick with this garden club thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. So, by the way, if you want to attend this garden fest that is on this 2022 Ornament, it is early next year. Do you want to tell them what month it is?
It's always the first weekend of February.
Yep. So as soon as we get through the holidays, get ready, guys. And it's such a special event, and it is a big, big deal at Riverside Park. Yes. I know a lot of people come to that. And so first week in February, that is the awesome event that is actually being featured right now on the 2022 Ornament. The Bonnie Feaster designed, and it's a true little Vero Beach treasure, Bonnie. You nailed it.
Oh, it was easy because I'm just basically it's the pictures that I've seen. So I can't really take a lot of credit. I just
it's fantastic. So you obviously have this one. Have you started getting some of the back? I
haven't yet.
Ornaments?
I need to. This ornament was my very first ornament.
Oh, I love it. Well, you're going to be on a treasure hunt now. I guarantee
totally.
To find some of the past ones. I love it. Yeah. You guys were talking to Bonnie Feaster, the designer and creator of this year's Garden Fest, Garden Club, Ornament, the 31st annual Christmas tree ornament. We need to go to a station break, but stay with us. We will be right back.
Experience the sights and sounds of your favorite tunes, guaranteed to put you in a holiday mood. It's Sebastian River High School's annual Prism concert, December 8th through 11th. Prism is a 2-hour music spectacular showcasing the talents of the concert bands, jazz band, the flag and dance line, steel pans, drum line, and the choral program of Sebastian River High School. And it's the music department's biggest fundraiser of the year, Sebastian River High School's Prism concert, December 8th through 11th. Details at srhsband.com.
Right now at Sunshine Furniture, it's holiday sale time. They are clearing out their warehouses to make room for new furniture styles, and this means you can save on selected styles from Lloyd Flanders, Beechcraft, Windward, Riverside, Universal, Caprice, Four Seasons, and more. Sofas, dining sets, patio groups, occasional chairs, cabinets, bedroom sets, and occasional tables. There are lots of pieces on sale from inside and out, just in time to make Santa say ho ho ho. Sunshine Furniture has the largest selection of coastal furniture anywhere, including a gallery of Tommy Bahama Home and a Universal Coastal Living collections. Visit Sunshine Furniture now for their holiday sale. And right now, all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half price. Sunshine Furniture, $12.95 US 1 in Vero Beach. Online at sunshinefurniturecasual.com. And don't forget to shop their outlet and sell store just across the street.
Sunshine Furniture.
Who's got time to clean? When you need it clean, call Germ Wizards LLC. Using the most up-to-date equipment, Germ Wizards pays strict attention to detail. They make dust disappear. Whether you need your office to sparkle, your home to shine, or you want to give someone a great gift, hire the Germ Wizards. It's easy to get a quote online. There's even an online portal to discuss details directly with your cleaning professional. Visit GermWizardsLLC.com. Make dust disappear with Germ Wizards.
Cindy gets. She totally gets it.
Oh my gosh, did you see my prom makeup? She so gets it.
Dude, did you see her before and after makeup on Instagram? That makeup girl gets it.
My wedding makeup was so amazing, and my makeup artist, she totally gets it.
My senior photo makeup rocked. She gets it.
You should see her new Facebook profile. Her makeup artist really gets her.
My eye makeup is so on fleek. Thanks, Cindy Getz.
Cindy Getz Makeup Artist, 772-633-4030.
She gets it!
Hey celebrating the holidays with amazing ornaments right here in Vero Beach, Florida. We want to thank Dale Sorensen for always getting us on air and helping us to promote people like Bonnie that are beautifying Vero Beach, and a whole team. We will talk about that. But Dale Sorensen, thank you so much for making sure we're on air. And they've been family owned since 1978. You can find them if you're wanting to buy or sell a home at 772-231-4712. And we also want to thank Varietals. You guys, they have so much wonderful cheer in that store right now. Whether you're into champagne or whether you're into wine or beer or cheese or crackers. And Michelle's got lovely, lovely gifts if you need a hostess gift. She's got tons of gifts in there. So that's Varietals and More on Royal Palm Point. They always make sure that our guests have wonderful beverages on Beauty and the Beach Radio. So thank you, Varietals and More. You guys, we're wrapping it up with Bonnie Feaster, entrepreneur, gym owner, fitness guru, health guru, and now garden...
Not guru. Student.
I love that. Garden student. So, it does take a village, to present and to create something like this, the ornament that we're talking about for 2022. Can you just real quickly, we have a couple minutes, talk about the process. I know it was more than just you.
Yes.
There's a committee and there's a writer. Tell us about the process.
Yes, there's a committee and a head of the committee. Nancy was the head of the committee, and she put together the group of people, and we had to present several ideas, and we just decide which idea should be that particular year. And a lot of times, if someone is celebrating an anniversary, just like the Garden Fest's anniversary, the 20th anniversary, it was a good timing to have them in there. So once we go through the process of voting and stuff, it's not just a one-man show. Somebody just decides this is what I'm going to do this year. It is a group effort. And then it's just going through everything from figuring out what colors and sticking to our budgets and shapes and so everything had to be approved. And then even when we get them in, I give big kudos because this is something I didn't participate in. Matter of fact, I think I was working with you at the time.
Gosh.
They got the delivery of all the ornaments, but we had all these ornaments that they had to go one by one, painstakingly looking at them for any flaws to send back to make sure that everybody that purchases an ornament is getting a perfect ornament.
Sure.
And so I have to give kudos to the entire garden club and to all the board members and committee members and all the volunteers, even the people that just go in there. It's a rentable property. So there's people that volunteer just maintaining their own garden, and it's really beautiful back there. The back garden's beautiful. And it's just, they work so hard for this community. It's so much behind the scenes. Giving, and we just did a check for Gifford, I think it's elementary, or is it middle school? Middle school, maybe, I think. Just finances to help them do their own garden for their garden program for their students. And just, there's so much that's going on in the community that doesn't really get the attention. We're trying to get it out there more, so you have to follow and like our social media pages because we're getting more and more into the community and letting people know what we are doing, because we've been kind of almost like a secret society. I tease them. I'm like, I feel like it's a secret society. I didn't know what goes on in the garden club, like what happens in the garden club stays in the garden club.
It was interesting researching for today's show. I went on their Facebook page and I was really happily surprised. I was glad to see a good presence, of pictures and information, and it really looked good. So,
and we're always recruiting. The older members are very aware of the need to have newer members coming in and continuing their legacy, because so many of the women have poured into the garden club and to this community, and I want it to continue. And this is our opportunity as a younger generation. Don't you like how I put myself in the younger generation?
Yes.
This is an opportunity. Yes. I'm so excited. Like our garden circle, we have some young ladies in it, really young ladies. We're like, yay, and it's just fun because I get to learn from people that have learned before me, and we continue to pass that down.
So before we go, we have about a minute left. If you'll pick up the ornament, and then there's a little insert that goes inside. Would you explain what they're going to get with their $25 ornament?
So the ornament comes with a nice little brochure. This is so pretty. I love how this gold and shiny. That tells people about the particular ornament, all the details and facts. And, that's another person that has to write this and put this into words so that So it stays a collectible. I would keep everything together because there are people that do collect them, and sometimes,
Sure.
you know, you never know, you might want to pass it down to a relative. But yes, it's all encompassing of knowing exactly about that particular history of that ornament and why we did it.
Love it. I love it. You guys, we're talking about the Garden Club's ornament. We're talking to Bonnie Feaster. You guys go to any of your favorite stores. I guarantee if they don't have it, they'll tell you where to find it. Merry Christmas, you guys. Merry Christmas, Bonnie.
Merry
Great job.
Christmas.
All right.
Thank you for having me.